Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Low Light Rundown. We had to decompress a little bit after the extremely exciting episode of Monday Night Raw we had tonight.
Yeah.
Hour and a half long, nearly 2 hour long gauntlet match that opened up the show. And then a whole bunch of random chaotic things that rounded out the night. So let's talk about what happened on Raw. Welcome to the Raw Review.
Yeah.
We opened up with the gauntlet match.
Which was very exciting.
Yeah, all 7 participants from the men's Elimination Chamber. We had Seth Rollins eliminate Roman Reigns after reversing or kicking out of an O'Connor roll and then rolling up Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins also eliminated John Cena with the Blackout. Elias then eliminated Seth Rollins with the Drift Away. Finn Balor eliminated Elias with the Coup de Grace. The Miz eliminated Finn Balor with some help from the Entourage in a skull-crushing finale. And Braun Strowman eliminated The Miz with a plethora of power slams. We also found out that Jeff Jarrett is the newest announced member of the Hall of Fame class of 2018. Nia put down Asuka, sending a message before their match at Elimination Chamber. Titus Worldwide pinned The Bar as Apollo Crews rolled up Cesaro. We had a Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt promo leading up to their match at Elimination Chamber. And then in the main event, Sasha, Bayley, and Mickie James defeated Absolution and Alexa Bliss in 6-women tag action.
But it ended up being Mickie James and Alexa Bliss together to be the last women leaving.
Yeah, I'm gonna start with that. I liked kind of the place that we ended with the women.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting because, I didn't... Obviously, going in, the first idea was, you would think that Mandy and Sonya kind of have the advantage because they're going to help each other.
Yeah.
But now, with the friendship between Bayley and Sasha, and now apparently a working relationship between Alexa and Mickie, we've got a pseudo triple threat tag match that's going to be happening inside the Elimination Chamber. So it offers a very interesting turn of events. Like, how is this going to play into everyone's roles? Like, what's going to happen when, like, is it eventually... Obviously, it's got to break down eventually because there can only be one winner. But, like, who is anyone actually going to help someone? Is it just going to be Absolution? I'm very interested to see how that's going to go.
Yeah, it offers the triple threat variety of mentality of where you get like, hey, you and I work together and eliminate the third party and we have a better chance of winning.
Yeah.
This is now each woman is like, hey, if you and I stick together, we have a better chance of being the last 2 in the match and one of us winning the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
What I think it's going to lead to is I think it's going to lead to a completely standout moment for Absolution.
Okay.
I think it's going to plant the seeds for a face turn for Alexa Bliss, and I think Bayley and Sasha will turn on each other in the chamber. One of them will be going.
Man.
One of them will be a complete heel by the end of the Elimination Chamber.
I wish you did predictions, man. You should,
this is my prediction right now.
All right.
I'm not predicting who wins. I mean, at this point, I'm still completely 100% undecided on who I think is going to win this one. I'll just go out and say I don't think it'll be either member of Absolution.
Probably not.
But I think between Alexa, Bayley, and Sasha,
it's
one of those 3.
It's a toss-up.
I'm sorry, Mickie. I love you, but you're probably not going to win this one.
Hey, if Mickie wins, I'm cool with it. I've got no problem with Mickie James winning the championship. But that's it. What did you like about Raw?
I mean, that like the women's 6-man tag was great. And you know what? I'll go out on it. Just the surprise factor of Jeff Jarrett being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I woke up to that today, and I was because we talked about how the rumor was that Jeff Jarrett was a name that had been thrown around, and for it to actually be a thing, I was like, okay, like the.
Yeah, I feel like it's becoming a standard now every year for the last few years for like, okay, there's like, a Click/NWO representative has to be inducted. A WCW guy has to be inducted. An old guy has to be inducted. The celebrity person, the Warrior award person, and then there has to be the one person who's like, no, they'll never get inducted, or they'll never do anything. Because I mean, we had Bruno Sammartino, who was just in like not good standing. Like him and Vince, like he did not see eye to eye with Vince on anything. And Triple H was the one that ended up bridging the gap between them. And then Ultimate Warrior is the same way, where Ultimate Warrior had just such animosity with the company because of essentially the way they just completely slandered him with the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD, and then the bridge being remended, and him coming back and doing that, and Alundra Blaze being whole.
Did we have a mended fence last year?
I don't remember who was in the Hall of Fame last year.
I'm trying to go through. I think last year was a pretty straightforward class. I mean, there was everyone wanting China to go in, and that didn't happen.
Yeah. So last year was Sting, right?
Yeah, it was Sting, Beth Phoenix. Who else was it? Names aren't here. I'll look it up.
Yeah, you got the notes up. Oh.
All right, but it's Jeff Jarrett though. I feel like he's the one. Maybe it's just because I'm more knowledgeable of Jeff Jarrett because he was still wrestling when I got into it.
Yeah.
He was still a regular part of Raw and SmackDown when I started watching. So to know that things have been fixed between him and Vince to a certain point, apparently, surprises me the most. Just because, I knew who Bruno Sammartino was. I knew who Alundra Blaze was. Obviously I know who the Ultimate Warrior was. But all of them seemed like it was, it was just, hey, they're coming back. I didn't realize there was such a history.
No, I guess last year there wasn't really a falling out person, so we had a break.
The closest thing I think was Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Just because.
I mean, there you go. I mean,
Kurt Angle, just because he left WWE in such a sour way.
Yeah.
And then doing the whole thing with TNA, so I think
for 10 years.
That was probably the closest we got to a mended fence.
Yeah. So this would be Jeff Jarrett. I mean, he left WWE in a very precarious position. He held WWE up for a lot of money when he was the Intercontinental Champion because he didn't re-sign his contract. Therefore, he was being paid on appearance by appearance basis until he dropped the belt and was charging a lot of money.
This is when he dropped it to China, right?
Yeah, to do so. And then on the Nitro simulcast, they did it. The Vince McMahon specifically on air fired Jeff Jarrett.
That's right.
Saying that there's so many, saying that he's going to bring WCW stars over, but there were so many that aren't going to be there. And the only one he specifically called out saying wasn't going to get a chance was Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot about that. All right. Well, with that being said, I think we can just both go ahead and say it. We loved the gauntlet match.
I'm going to go Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah. Kicking off the night with a burn it down chant.
Yeah, I'm going to be real here. I'm one of those few people who I think started to just fizzle out my enthusiasm for Seth Rollins as a solo guy.
Yeah.
This has brought me back up now. I mean, of course, it's WWE booking, but to have Seth Rollins, and this is really cool, going into Elimination Chamber, having Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns, although via roll-up, and John Cena just by like a war of attrition, and Cena making up fucking excuses, having to balance so many different things.
Yeah.
I don't know why I laughed, because he didn't think it was funny. That now, other than the obvious two favorites to take the whole thing, Roman and Cena, and then the idea that Braun is just going to come in and crush everyone, we now have added Seth Rollins, who's going to go into Elimination Chamber seeming like another potential actual winner.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that this chamber needed, especially if you have 7 guys in there. But, we're going into the pay-per-view going, well, there's really only... we know the plan's been Roman forever. We always know that Cena has a chance to win. And the only other plausible winner currently based on his popularity is Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
I don't see Miz going in the main event as a champion or anything like that. So, yeah, to have Seth have this fucking outstanding match going in there and literally eliminating the two biggest possible winners of the Elimination Chamber.
Let's be real. He eliminated WWE's two biggest superstars of the last 5 years.
Absolutely. And in grand fashion. And you know what? I will give it to Roman Reigns and John Cena because they kept up with Seth.
Yeah.
And both segments of this match were fantastic. No one slouched in this match at all. Everyone did exactly what they needed to do, and we haven't had a match this long or longer on Raw in a long time, or ever, potentially.
Well, if you count the entire gauntlet together, there's no match.
Yeah.
In Raw history, probably in WWE history, that's gone that long.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is now the Iron Man of WWE, because, again, his segment of the match, 2 matches in the gauntlet, was 1 hour and 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
So he's surpassed even the 1 hour-long Iron Man match that's happened on Monday Night Raw.
Which is insane.
Which was Triple H and Chris Benoit. I'm pretty sure, because they just said Triple H in the Iron Man match, so...
Might have been. I don't know for sure. Also, Seth doing the whole John Cena, catch him, pop him up, and hit the AA on John Cena.
So late into the match, too.
That was, Seth he played his part so well, and I think, like I said, everyone did a great job, but, Seth Rollins was absolutely the star of this match. And then on top of that, I think my only really disappointing part is that I felt like the crowd just wasn't there for Finn.
Yeah.
And that upsets me. Because I want to feel like every single person has a chance in this match, especially the way they've been booking it. Elias, I feel like even has a decent chance because he beat Braun Strowman and John Cena in a triple threat match.
Yeah.
So that should automatically at least put him with, maybe not top tier, but it should put him within, hey, there is a possibility that Elias could walk out as the number 1 contender. But I feel like out of everyone, I feel like Finn is the only one that really lacks, and that, it's upsetting. I wish Finn had a better spot, and I also feel like the club should have come out and run off Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
But then I guess the Braun Strowman thing wouldn't have happened, where he just destroyed all 3 of them. So, but with that being said, I think that's my only dislike is that Finn.
Yeah, dang, that's the longest match that Raw has had since July 26, 2004.
And it was Triple H
and
Benoit?
Chris Benoit, yeah.
Wow. How long was that match?
It was an hour long. It's an hour long.
Oh, hour long Iron Man.
That Triple H won 4-4. No, Chris Benoit won 4-3.
So yeah.
But Seth Rollins won our hearts.
Yeah.
2-0.
Get it, Seth. So yeah. Did you? I'm sure your only dislike was the world, man. But at least
bring back Tozawa.
But at least Apollo Crews. At least Apollo Crews got the win.
Fucking Tozawa back in Titus Worldwide. Someone entertaining.
We'll talk about that off camera. But yeah.
It's okay. I mean, Titus got a win, which sours me, but Apollo got a win, which makes me feel a little less bad about it.
But it was over Cesaro.
Yeah, and then that's the next detriment.
And it was a lackluster roll up. It just seemed like Cesaro didn't even try to kick out of the roll up.
Yeah.
So
because I think it was sort of a really half-assed roll-up by Apollo Crews.
yeah.
So if Cesaro gave even a little amount of effort, he would have actually like rolled out of the roll-up.
Yeah. But awesome bookends on either side of this
Yeah.
Raw. So with that being said, you guys, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There are so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
And Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W.
Like wrestling, where you can find unboxing videos, punishment videos, and other videos that are loosely based around wrestling in some form or fashion. There will be an unboxing coming up this week. It should be here in just a couple of days. Also, stay on this channel, though, because not podcast version, we will have predictions. The predictions villain is on his way.
Yeah.
And
Booked his flight a couple days ago.
So he should be coming into town very, very soon. So this Saturday, look forward to predictions for Elimination Chamber. But with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
Get the fuck out of here, Rome. And as always,
Fuck Mojo.